Morning, everyone. It's the Friday the 11th here. I've sent out an email in regards to our board meeting and some of the updates and whatnot. I've already received a few emails back from you and phone calls, and so I've had to shoot this video a couple of times because I keep having to stop it to answer the phone and whatnot. So I'll try and keep this relatively short. Yeah, check your emails for the update. The long and the short of it is this. With the increased restrictions that are coming on and with our government asking us to remain virtual, if at all possible, is at this point, that's what we're planning to do. However, with that being said, I'm very glad for the technology we have available to us and that we can connect in this way. Now, also the good news, Tuesday, Shaw is supposed to come and get our internet all hooked up and we should be ready to go, which means live streaming, which means some potential other options of connecting over Zoom on Sunday mornings, perhaps, all kinds of different things. So I'm so thankful for that. Obviously, none of us on our board, when we were talking about this, none of us prefer online things. We would much rather be together. But again, right, we submit to our local governing authorities, and we do the things that we think God has called us to do, to love our community and to care for one another. So we will be remaining virtual for the short term. Again, we don't have a real good handle on the timeline, so continue to watch your emails and the social media accounts and the video updates for the best information. But all that being said, our desire is that you are spiritually growing and that you are being taken care of, physically and emotionally as well. Spiritually, obviously, that's our main focus, and we believe we're doing the things that we know to do. But perhaps there's things that you would like us to be doing, or connecting with you in certain ways that we aren't. And so we want you to feel free to let us know. In the email, we've given a few random suggestions and some ideas, and just ask some questions of you. If you're watching this and you are feeling just down and disconnected and isolated and lacking fellowship, get a hold of us, and we'll try and figure out ways together in which we can connect you and help you to feel less isolated and less lonely. We want to try and help take care of you as best as we can. For some, that might mean, I have no hours at work this week or this next couple of weeks, and I don't know how to fill the fridge with food. Simply just say that. And I know nobody likes to admit when some of these hard seasons are upon us. And sometimes our pride comes up and we don't want to ask for help. But remember, there are people in our church who desperately want to help in any way that they can. And so I would just encourage you, if you have any kind of needs, things, ways in which you need to connect or something, please email or phone me. Or if you just need to reach out to somebody else in the church and just visit with them and talk with them, just please feel free to do that. We're trying as best as we can in the midst of this. And obviously, nobody has a manual, but we do want to do whatever we can, and you may have ideas that we don't. So I hope that you're willing to reach out to us if there is a need, and I hope that you know that we love you and we care for you and we want to do everything we can to help you in this time. I know that Banff is being hit very hard right now, and it's very difficult. So with all that being said, just some of the little kind of random updates again. So if because we're extending kind of the virtual thing, is if you haven't been able to get your offering in because you don't want to do that online, again, you can just call ahead to myself or the church and we'll make sure somebody is here so you can drop off an offering. We can put it in the safe right away, and then every so often you get a couple counters that come in and deal with that. Like I said, Tuesday Shaw is coming. That looks like the last piece of everything to be able to go live stream and to be able to kind of connect. As well, Shayla and I have a really creative idea about trying to add some kind of a personal touch for our church family for the Christmas Eve season. Obviously, we won't be able to have a nice, intimate, quiet, packed house of Christmas Eve like we did last year. And that's hard. That's disappointing for me. That's a highlight for me, and I know for many of you. But instead of focusing on what we can't do, we're trying to look at what can we do? And so Shayla and I have a really creative idea. We're going to send you some information in that. You'll probably get a phone call or an email from us asking for a little something, and I'll explain more of that later. But we really want to try and connect each of us together as much as we can as church family. So hope you are doing as well as you can be. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you. Check your email, and we look forward to seeing you virtually and hopefully sooner than later in person.